welcome back to Julie's Wreath Boutique. Okay, let's get ready for summertime, patriotic season, from Memorial Day, July the 4th, Labor Day, all of those great holidays. But listen, I wanted to show you how to make a simple patriotic wreath, and I got this mesh over at Michael's with the star on it. So watch the video and let's make something beautiful together. All right, welcome back everybody, and you're seeing a little bit different view. We're going to try a different background. We're going to see how this goes, guys. But I have my ultimate collapsible mesh roller here, and we're going to be using this. That's what I'm showing you off to the side. You can get these, and I have a link down in the description the description box below. Okay, and guys, support small business, and it's made here in the United States, which is great. So I want to show you this mesh. This mesh I found at Michael's. It's kind of like a woven, it's not burlap, but it's a woven material, and it is really, really pretty. And I thought, we need to make a patriotic wreath, and this is going to be a pretty simple wreath to make today. But if you want to grab some of this, I will leave you a link for it in the description box, or run to your Michael's. Make sure you get it before it's out. This is a seasonal decor item. So let's get started and make a beautiful wreath. Okay, so you're going to roll out your mesh, and we are going to just use a Dollar Tree wreath form. And we are going to work on the second bar into this wreath form and use a zip tie to attach it. So this is what we're doing. And then we're going to figure out how much of a length do we need, all right? So what I did is I used my hands. So 2 hand widths for me is what I went with. So it could be a little bit more for you or a little bit less, you know, really depending on the size of your hands. And we're going to just attach it to that second bar on your wreath form. Okay, now this is a Dollar Tree wreath form, and it's about, I believe it's like 14 inches and a quarter. So we're going to do the same method here, and we're going to go over to the left, and then we're going to work our way back to the center, and I'm going to show you what I mean by that in a moment. But at this point, we're going to just make her go a little bit faster because I'm doing the same motion over and over. But if you love to craft, I would love to have you in Julie's Crafting Boutique, and we have some great designs over the next few months. And if you're interested in joining and having a more kind of, you know, one-on-one experience, even though it's a group of people, it's live with me. We get to talk and make projects we won't make here on YouTube, basically. So I would love to have you check out the description box and come over and join us there. But you can see we did already 5 loops. I think we do a couple more, maybe. We'll see here. Yep, we're doing, that's number 6. And then we're going to work our way back, all right? Now, we use only 1 roll for this project, and I had a little bit left over. So I'm going to show you at the end how to use the last 2 pieces that we have. So see how I'm bringing back that wreath, and I'm doing another loop, and I'm going to now connect it on the inside wire of our wreath frame. Okay, and we're going to do fewer loops on the inside than we did on the outside. So you want to basically do a quarter of your wreath frame. So if you're wanting to do a bigger wreath frame, a smaller wreath frame, just understand that you want a quarter of your wreath frame to be the section where our flag heart with the stars is going to be. And that's pretty much it. That's pretty much how easy it is. I didn't want to cut the mesh and keep going back and forth that way. I felt like this was a better option. And I really am pleased with the way it turned out. This is not a hard wreath to make, and it's pretty simple, and you could probably sit down and within an hour and have this finished. So you're just going to clip those extra zip ties. If you like, you know, the pipe cleaners or Chanel stems, do whatever you want. Some people find different tools to be a little bit easier on their hands, but I believe we do about 4 bubbles here in the middle, and then we will cut the remainder off, and we will move on to the other mesh. So what we're going to do here is we're going to attach the red poly burlap. This is 10-inch poly burlap. I had this on hand, but I'm not sure if Michael's sells it anymore, or I think that Hobby Lobby does, but you can also order this online at the Wreath Shop and Trendy Tree and places like that. I always have that in the description box below. So you're going to connect that mesh on top of the bar 2. And this is what we're going to do here. We're going to do 5 of these like bubbles. So the outside we're going to do 3. So there's the first bubble. I came in just a little bit more because I want to make sure that it's the same height as our blue mesh that we just did. And you're going to attach it to the wreath frame just like you did with the blue mesh on bar 2. And then you're going to do 2 more of these bubbles, and then we're going to turn it around into the inside of the frame. I love the fast motion. I love that I can like speed my hands up. I wish I could work this fast. Wouldn't that be amazing? Listen, if you want to win a wreath like this, you need to be on my email list. And so we have my email list listed in the description box below. Make sure you're on it. If you're already on it, then you know how we give away our wreaths. And we do it only through the email list, not on social media, because unfortunately there are a lot of scammers. So check the description box. Do you see what I'm doing here? We're turning our frame and we're going to go towards the blue mesh now. And this is where we're going to add 2 poofs. Say that really fast. 2 poofs on your wreath. So we're going to do this one, and then we're going to do one more, and then we're going to cut this mesh. And we're still doing the 2 hand length motion that I'm showing you how. And then we're going to add our white. And I'm going to run the, let's see if I turn this over so I can show you how I attach it on the back here. Again, super easy wreath. Anybody can make this. You're going to fluff your bubbles up a little bit. And I'm going to cut the mesh, and then I'm going to take it and I'm going to turn over that zip tie, because you don't want to scratch your door, and then you're going to zip tie the remainder of that mesh. We'll clean up the back of this wreath at the end, but there you go. Now we're going to do the same thing with the white. It's pretty simple, pretty straightforward, so let me show you how. So let's do it in fast forward motion with the white. You're going to connect it to the back, run your mesh through the top of your wreath frame and connect it. And then you're going to do 3 poofs on the back, and then you're going to turn your wreath form and go towards the center on the last 2 poofs. Easy peasy lemon squeezy, as my little girl would say. Okay, like I said before, we're going to take the back and we're just going to clean it up. I'm using my scissors. Any of my products you can find on my Amazon storefront. Everything's always linked down below, guys. Everything. Where I buy my craft supplies, where I buy my crafting tools, everything. So check it out. And if you are, shopping over on Amazon, it just helps me take care of the expenses for this channel. So here it is. But I had a little bit of mesh left and I just didn't feel like I could just throw this part away. Let's use the whole roll. Why not? Okay, so I had probably about 24 inches. And so I just am going to cut this in half. I don't know exactly how much I have here, but we're going to cut it in half and make 2 poofs, and we're going to attach it to the wreath. You don't have to do this step, but I did it just simply because I wanted to make the blue part just a tad bit fuller. So we're going to take our ends and meet them in the middle here and bring them together like so. And we're just going to create a little poof here, okay? I'm going to take a zip tie. You could take like a hair tie if you had, and we're just going to put it down in between the poofs that we've already made. So I did the zip tie first, but again, Julie does it first so you don't have to make the same mistake after. I pull it too tight here. Don't pull it that tight. And I'm going to show you why, because I had to end up using 3 zip ties for one poof instead of 2 zip ties. So I'm just going to put it down into that wreath frame. I'm going to flip it over here, and I'm going to show you what we're going to do next, okay? So I took another zip tie, and I could see, oh, I couldn't get it through the existing one. So we're putting 1 zip tie underneath the frame. That's the one that's going to connect this poof to the frame. Then I'm going to take another zip tie, and we're going to run it around that frame connecting zip tie. Is that confusing? If that's too confusing, let me know. I totally understand, because at the time I'm doing this, why did I do it this way? And then when I reshot it, the camera didn't record it all. So I have to explain it here. So this way, now we're going to connect it to the frame itself. Oops, see, I only need 1 bar, not 2 bars there. And now it's secure and it's not going to go anywhere. And this way we can use all of our mesh. So if you made it this far in the video, make sure to leave an American flag in the description box, or the comments. Not the description box, Julie. The comments. Once again, thank you for watching tonight's video. And if you remember, leave me a American flag, or if you're in a different country, leave me your flag in the comments below. And we're here every Sunday night at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So until next week, craft something beautiful.